So on my way today, I remembered something that I'd like to share for some people. You know, sometimes you live in regrets. There are regrets that can't do you any good. So dwelling in them is you refusing to move forward. Maybe it's a mistake you made or something you didn't do and the consequence was not what you expected, or something you did, the consequence also was not good. See, move ahead. If you don't move, if you're a Christian, that is the way the devil wants to hold you bound, for you to live in guilt forever, and you will not be doing yourself any good. Let me maybe cite an example for somebody to make it clearer. Maybe you're a lady in your prime and in your youthful exuberance days. You now got pregnant out of wedlock and you gave birth to a child in your parents' house. Your father would have said you have brought shame, your mother would have cursed you, or I don't know, the shame would have been too much for your parents. And good thing you did not even abort, you now gave birth to that child. And every time you look at the child, you're living in regret. If I had known, if I had known. Now, this kind of regret, you cannot change the hands of time, except if you want to buy the child so that you will not be seeing him or her, which of course is not what I know you want to do. You would have done that when you were pregnant, but you didn't do it. Now look at it from this side. You don't want to associate yourself with that child. There is this bitterness in you, or each time you look at the child, he or she looks like the bad luck. Now, first of all, I keep saying it, no child asks to be born. Abi, it's the parents of the child that brought that child to the world. So if you're angry with that child, saying that it's the child that disgraced you, then you also are not being fair on the baby that came. Actually, it's the child. If we want to even look at it from the other side, it's actually the child that should be angry with you. Because when he or she grows, probably in school and all that, when people get to know that, oh, the father and the mother was not married, and they start stigmatizing the child, maybe, who is your father, you this bastard, sorry, that's what happens. It becomes the child's problem. But now this mistake has been done. Stop living in the regret. Forgive yourself and move on. You're not the worst, and neither will you be. Because if you hear other people's stories, you would know that yours is even better. But I'm not saying it just to make you feel much better. I'm telling you that once a mistake is done that cannot be rectified, please do not spoil your future for yesterday's mistake. Because the future is there for you to correct your wrongs, for you to be a better person, for you to have a better life, for you to even make that mistake look glorious. Because you will use your mistake to now teach that child to become who you were not at his stage or her stage. That's what it does. Some people have even become so bitter with themselves that it is not giving them room to accommodate people in their lives. Or you, a man who was not able to train the children, not because you did not try, not because you were not working, but just that, should I say, life was not favorable to you and there was nothing you could do. And it's okay, because you did not put your hands into evil to say, I must train my children, and so you go to maybe rob, or you go to do rituals and all that. You didn't do that. You maintained, but it did not work. Instead of living in regret, oh, look at my children, I think you should call them, sit them down, tell them it is not your doing. Nobody will tell you that you failed as a parent. You only fail if you did not try. Am I exonerating you for bringing in children you cannot or could not cater for? No. But it could be that in the days of ignorance, when you just married, you did not even sit to plan your future with your wife. Okay, I think I'm capable of taking care of only 2 children. Can we stop at 2? No, but you went ahead. You have 5, you even have 6. But you can take care of 2. But that mistake has been done. Do you want to unalive the 4 that you know, oh, I can only take care of 2? Do you want to unalive the 4 others? Of course, I know that's not what you would want. I heard of a parent who ran away, leaving the children. A man ran. When the woman saw that the man left the home, because they have struggled and struggled and struggled, and she also noticed that no matter what, I cannot even take care of these children. No. The mother also ran away, leaving these 2 kids. The shocking thing is that one of them was even disabled. Somebody was saying, the woman said she does not want to live to see the corpse of her kids. So it's better that she goes away and know that but I'm trying to understand that. I can't wrap my head around it. Mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. Some go ahead to buy themselves for mistakes that can be rectified or lived with. Yes, let me say lived with. Some mistakes cannot be rectified. But if you know that you want a better future, leave your regrets, drop them in the past. Try and see how you can remedy the situation at the moment. Some people live in these regrets, before you know, they drip into depression without knowing. And before you know, you begin to become a shadow of yourself. Once a lively lady, now you're somebody people are asking, is that still Ijeoma? Because you don't look like the Ijeoma they know. Haba. And don't let